And we're here for free live tarot readings. I'm looking through my cards, trying to figure out if are there any significant changes that I want to make. And I think I have a few minor ones. A few minor changes, but overall I think I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty content with them. So there we go. All right, I'm down to, by the way, I'm down to 12 cards and then I'm done. So 12 cards, and then we will send them to the printer and get a prototype made. I know I need to fix this person's head. Everyone said it's too small. Bartman, Mary, and Crystal, what is going on? How are you doing tonight? How's it going? It's Tuesday. It is Tuesday. We survived Monday. We made it into Tuesday. I mean, how exciting is that? Wolf, what is going on? Maybe we have a general reading with the Thoth Tarot. Gracia, hello. Mary, what is Cap thinking about me right now? And is he the right person for me? Is he the right person for me? Nine-Eyed Oracle. I'm glad you asked, Nine-Eyed, because there is no list. Donation take priority, then I pick at random. It's all about the random. Will I be an ideal lover to my boyfriend? Well, luckily, guys are fairly simple, I gotta say. Guys are fairly simple, pretty simple. You know, I'm not saying they're just like, I'm not saying they're stupid or anything. I'm just saying, as far as love goes, guys are pretty simple. Will my Aqua return and commit? I assume you don't mean Aquaman. I assume we don't mean Aquaman, right? Sandra, what's going on? Sage advice shared. Thank you for hanging out with us. Sally is back and Paula is back as well. It is going to be, well, we set a record last night. We had 31 donations, which indeed is a new record. So that was Grand Central Station last night. Let's see. All right, MB. Will my Aqua return and commit? You cursed it. You're still at YouTube war. Well, I mean, if you're going to go to war, you need a stick to protect yourself. Like in the seven, the seven, like in the seven. I mean, I'm just saying. So there's the seven, and he has a crow trying to attack him as well. So it has that little extra meaning. So that's the latest card in the mix, the latest one. All right, let's check out the Light Seers. Raina, welcome. What is going on? All right, let's see about the Light Seers. Will the Aqua return and will they commit? Will they commit? That's always good when they commit. It's better than when they don't commit, that is for sure. You cursed all of the bully subscribers. Bartman, cursing out your subscribers. How did that work out for you, Bartman? I gotta know. All right, by the way, I got drawing books on the way. I have 3 drawing books and coming in Friday. So we're gonna draw, we're gonna try it out and see how it goes, You know, that 7 of Wands guy, he may be defending himself from the crow because the crow may poop on him. It may be the same crow in this picture that pooped on him. You never know. Okay, so Aqua, let's see. My microphone is literally falling down. Mary Grace, happy birthday. How you doing? Jen Null, welcome. What is going on? All right. So how does the Aqua feel and will they commit? The Nine of Cups says they will commit. I do think that they have a commit streak. They have a bit of commit streak going. The Nine of Cups is such a romantic. Look at the white horse. He's got the little picnic basket with a bottle of wine and he's got the flowers as well. That is the true romantic right there. So it's sort of pointing to the opportunity for commitment or the receptivity for a commitment as well, right? The Five of Wands, though, the Five of Wands sort of says on the return, you're sort of picking up where you left off, and that includes the problems. I think that they've developed a new problem since you have seen them last. I think they've developed a new problem that you're about to encounter. Modern Priscilla Tarot, what is going on? So yeah, the Five of Wands says there's some new adventures, some new things you're going to encounter once they sort of come around. Is that going to be good? The Five of Wands says there is some conflict involved that may not be the best option. That may not be the best solution, but it is something you have to deal with. They have developed new goodies. They have new things to bring over, and those new things are not good. They could be maybe some extra baggage they've had since they've had a lot of different things. So the Five of Wands says they're bringing that baggage with them, and they're not paying the baggage fee on the airlines. You know what I'm saying? The Three of Pentacles, though, says your other thing is, will they commit? Not only do they have the Knight of Cups, we have the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles next to the Knight of Cups points to the willingness to work through things, the willingness to get into that, and all that stuff. Elizabeth, thank you for your donation. Appreciate that. Kimberly and Pink Angel, welcome. Tonight is Tuesday. How are you doing? How was your day? So yeah, I mean, they are commit. They are able to commit. They are able to work on it as well. And part of the Three of Pentacles as well is sort of the Leo aspect of the showing off or here I am, type thing. So you have that combination. The Page of Wands says that it may be some delay with that. B, Copper, what is going on? Thank you for your donation. Appreciate you. So the Page of Wands says there may be a bit of a delay before this starts kicking in. But when it does, it looks pretty good. So there you go, Madeline. Good luck with all that. Good luck with all of that. And speaking of good luck, let's try out the Slow Tarot. Let's try out the Slow Tarot for Marvin. Elizabeth, Marvin, what are they feeling about me? Are they in a good mood? Are they in a bad mood? How is this going to go with Marvin? Let's check it out. All right. Man, it is 100 degrees here today. The air conditioning is running full steam. AC is going 100% all day, and I have it pegged at like 82. So I'm like, that's a lot of AC action there. But it's always good, though, because we have the Unported Tarot to offset all of that AC action. It's draining all of the moisture out of the air, and my dry eye has been killing me all day. But that's okay. That is what the humidifiers are for. It's all about the humidifier action. All right. Philippe, what is going on? Sheila, welcome. HX Shimsy is back. What is going on? HX Shimsy is becoming a regular again. HX Shimsy, you were like my first regular. I think you were one of my first regulars. And now you're back to be a regular again. So good to see you, HX. How have you been doing? How is life treating you over there on the other side of the internet connection? Ooh, we got 2 nights. So how's Marvin feeling about you? Let's see, the Queen of Swords and the Page of Swords as well. So it's not really something where they want to communicate almost. So they want to sort of avoid that communication. They really don't want to get back into it. So, I mean, if you want to have a feeling about you, they're in a rut at the moment. The Page of Swords, the Queen of Swords. Any swords is good for communication. It's good for getting that action. It's good for thoughts. So the thinking about you. So the feeling about you type thing, but it's reverse. In other words, they're trying to avoid it a little bit almost. So maybe things are too fresh. Maybe you broke up. Maybe we had some conflicts, some issues. We don't really know the details, but the Swords reverse says that like they're trying to avoid the communication right now. They don't really want to get back into that. Axel and Crystal, how are you doing? And Lace, what is going on? So yeah, so the Swords action just isn't there for this. So if you're wondering if they're feeling the love, you're wondering if they're feeling a bunch of good stuff, if you just don't see it as far as that goes. Now the Knight of Coins and the Knight of Swords, an interesting combo, right? Interesting combo. It seems that they have a lot of activity, a lot of action right now. Could that be is sort of what is preventing them for doing that? Sally, thank you for your donation. Appreciate that. So yeah, the coins and the swords. Now the knights represent the fire element. Mina's bookshelf, what is going on? The knights represent the fire element, right? The fire element, part of that is swords. The Knight of Swords is very rush in. Let's sort of take it as it goes. Let's wing it. So their life is very busy. They have a lot of different things going, and it's just not prioritization right now to get back into communications with you. It seems almost to sort of avoiding it. They're trying to deal with other things. They have a lot of other things going on. So, I mean, if you're looking for this big reconciliation moment, I just don't see it at the present moment. We have a lot of different things sort of happening in their lives. So I don't really see that coming around. Don't really see that coming around right now. Maybe when it gets a little slower, maybe when things calm down, there'll be a little better moment. But right now, it is a bit challenged. It is a bit challenged. What did Scott think when they met me? All right, let's check that out and see what's up with Scott. BC. What did Scott think when they met me? I mean, did they like me? Did they not like me? Let's see by using the revival art. One of my favorites, the revival art. I've been watching art history for some reason, so this kind of makes me want to read with the revival art. Unfortunately, these suckers are hard to shuffle. Oh, come on. These things are difficult to shuffle. Mina's bookshelf. What is going on? Things are going to get better for the little sis. All right, Mina, let's check that out in a minute. And until we do that, let's go with the revival art for Scott. So we met Scott, I guess, and we said hello, Scott. Scott said hello back, and now we're kind of wondering, what did Scott think after he left? Was Scott impressed? Was Scott madly in love? Was Scott ready to leave as fast as possible? We don't know. We don't know, but let's check it out. Justice, how interesting is that? So there we go. Revival art indeed. The only problem I have. Sheila, do you have the Solabuska deck? Yes, Sheila, we're going to have a Solabuska course eventually. Eventually, we'll have it. Nitra, please post your question. Okay. What did Scott think? 8 of Wands. Scott doesn't seem that interested. The 3 of Cups. The 3 of Cups. I don't know. It seems back and forth. Scott, if it was some sort of a freebie to where you initiated the interaction, to where Scott didn't have to do much, Scott sort of just hung out and you came and sort of hit on him and said, hey, we met the other day. Would you like to go get some coffee or something like that? Kimberly, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Then I think Scott would do it. The 8 of Wands, though, says Scott's not willing to put up a lot of work. So Scott does not look like he wants to put up a lot of work here, a lot of effort. Maybe he's nervous. Are you really cute, B Copper? Are you really cute? I mean, does Scott get kind of nervous, So, I mean, I'm just asking because 8 of Wands says he doesn't want to take a lot of action. The 3 of Cups, though, says he wouldn't mind a little action. He wouldn't mind a little action, but it's going to have to be, it's going to have to be a freebie. Scott doesn't really want to put all that work into it, right? Justice says that, it would be a pretty good short-term relationship if you really wanted to dive in. But again, you may have to initiate contact. You may have to go back and say, hey, I met you the other day. Let's go for something. I don't know how all that works. Anyway, but Justice says they would be pretty decent for a short-term interaction, short-term relationship if you want to get that done. The 7 of Swords says Scott's a bit clingy, though. A bit clingy. So, not exactly the most forward, not exactly the most initiative here, and a bit clingy. 7 of Swords, you can have difficulty getting rid of them. You have to kick them to the curb pretty hard if you want Scott to go away after the short-term relationship is over. Maybe the honeymoon period is burned out and you're in the freezer. The relationship went straight into the freezer. Yeah, you're going to have to give Scott the old ghost and boot. Ghost and boot. So, there you go. There you go. There's what Scott thinks of you. Scott would be pretty decent. Probably Scott would be pretty interesting. You never know. You never know. All right. We got a donation from Sally is donating for, post your questions in chat. Sally may have just paid for your reading. There you go. Let's see. Solabuska, Revival Art. Okay. Let's see. How do we get to ask a question? Nitro, what was your question? Nitro, what was your question? Let us know. We're scrolling up, finding a right there thing. What is the Cap thinking about me right now? Is he the right person for me? Let's see. Heard that one before. Daughter yesterday wanted a Sherlock Holmes. Axel cursed somebody. Now that is interesting. Wait a minute. Where's Axel's question about casting a curse on someone? Nitro, thank you for your donation. Appreciate that. I want to get to this curse question. I think it's interesting. Okay. Axel Jack. I put a curse on someone as a teen. Okay. So we cursed somebody. We put a hex on him. Okay. Well, no, that wasn't a question. You just wanted to tell me you put a curse on somebody. Okay. All right. All right. Let's see. That was an interesting story there. Yeah, curses, curses are no good. Curses are not good. Carlos and I have an on and off relationship. Any advice from the cards? Let's check that out. See if you and Carlos can get in the on position and stay there. Get in the on position and just stay there. Let's see if we can do that. No, someone said I told them don't. Okay. All right. Do we have any commitment advice from the cards? Sandra, let's check that out. Whoa. Let's see. I don't think I've ever cursed anybody. I don't know. I'm too nice. I'm like nice to everybody. Like people are mean to me, I'm still nice to them. That's just the way it goes. Though. I just, I like being nice. I'm kind of boring. Okay, let's see what is going on. On and off relationship. Does the cards have any? The cards have anything to say? Do they? I mean, there's some underlying feels here, where underlying feelings where it's just not resolved. There's something deeper. There's something in there. There's something present that has not been resolved. You do not have a resolution for, and it sort of hovers over the relationship like a large rain cloud over there, right? We have this feeling things are hovering, things are not going, the motions just aren't moving, and we need to sort of resolve that overall thing in order to get the relationship to be a completely on one as well. I think as well that we have some other parties that are involved. In other words, maybe they have some other people that they're interested in. Maybe you have somebody that you're interested in. Maybe that's why it is on and off and stuff like that. But it sort of depends on what's going on. So we have an underlying issue that needs to be resolved before we do anything with that. The second problem is that we have other people involved, so we may, have it on and off because we want to jump into another relationship, or we have somebody that we're sort of interested in, or we just sort of get bored, right? But anyway, but the thing is, the on and off relationship doesn't look very curable unless you want to just deep dive into that, if you want to deep dive into that. So, it's just one of those things. So, anyway, so yeah, it doesn't look like it's curable unless you just want to put in a lot of effort. Do you really want to put in that much effort? A lot of things have stagnated within the relationship. A lot of things have moved on within the relationship. We do have other priorities, like other people could be, where I want to get in a relationship with somebody else. So then I'm going to be in the off position. Then I want to be on, and then I'll be in the on position, etc. So, I really don't see it being curable. Again, I don't think you're willing to put the effort in to make it a completely on relationship, nor do I think that you'd be completely happy with it being in a completely on relationship. Again, I mean, that's just sort of how it feels, just sort of how it goes, and that is how I read this. There we go. Axel wants to know, why do people use the Thoth deck? Because it was created by someone evil. Axel, I have the secret. I have a secret. Axel, I've never told this. I've never told this to anyone in my life. All right. Promise, Axel, promise you don't tell anybody this, okay? This is between you and me and nobody else. I have a secret. Axel, when you trim the borders off of the Thoth deck, you trimmed off that evil. I mean, I'm just saying, Crowley had input on the Thoth, but you realize, I mean, Crowley had input on the Thoth, but it wasn't painted by him. It was painted by Lady Harris, who was a wonderful, beautiful lady. And when I trimmed off the edges, I trimmed off the evil. So now it's pure good. It's pure good. Axel, it's pure good now. I'm just saying. All the evil's trimmed off. That's the secret. That's the secret. Don't tell anyone else. Don't tell anyone else. All right, Mina's bookshelf. Are things going to go get better for my little sis? Let's see about that. All right. MB. Yes, I did. Nitra, I did see your question. By the way, in case you're wondering what the queue is, Nitra, here is the queue. So Nitra, you're down here. And we just did Sally. And now we're doing Mina's bookshelf. So you're 2 away, Nitra. We got you covered. We got you covered. Let's see about Mina's bookshelf, by the way, by using the slow tarot. The slow tarot. There we go. That's the secret. You trim those borders and the evil goes away in the trash with the borders. You know, when you throw that away. When you throw that away, the evil just goes away. It fades away. But, you know, there you go. My sister told me about him. Axel, he's actually a pretty complex person. He was actually quite complex. So, I don't know. You know, it seems like there's much more people in the world that were more evil and did evil things. But, I don't know. I don't know, with the borders gone, the evil has just faded away, and you know, I'm pretty content. I just have the Lady Harris versions right now. Just have the Lady Harris parts, which sounds dirty, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Let me move this over. You know what I'm saying. Mina's bookshelf wants to know about the little sis. Are things going to get better? Let's find out what is going on. All right. Strength says it is sort of time to hold out for that. So, I mean, it looks like things are getting better. It may take a little bit of time. It doesn't look like it's going to get better in a hurry. I mean, there's not like a magic pill to where or a magic spell to where you just trim off the borders and things get a lot better, you know, like you can do with the Thoth. It doesn't look like that's going to be an actual possibility here. But Strength says to hang on, to have some patience. Let everything sort of slide off. Let everything ease up over time. And again, not going to be a hurry, not going to be anything fast as well. The Emperor says that they do have some level of control. They do have some level of control with what is happening. So the Emperor says we're not completely helpless here. We can make some decisions. We can do some optimizations. We can do some things to sort of get into the mode of improving things, if not altogether, maybe, but we do have a percentile that we can sort of handle in getting the control and getting things out like that. The Emperor says we're not helpless in the situation, so take some level of control and see what we can do to grab the steering wheel and to steer us into a bigger and better direction. Now, the Ten of Coins again says things are going to get better, right? The Ten of Coins is such a wonderful card, such a beautiful card as well, especially in this desaturated Slow tarot deck, but there you go. Saber, thank you for your donation. Appreciate that. So the Ten of Coins says things are going to get better. Now the star, what does this mean in the combination? The star points to that there's going to be a very obvious choice coming up. And you're going to have to go with that choice. You're going to have to go in that direction. The star is the North Star. It shows us where the better things are going to be placed. And we want to sort of chase that and take that route instead of taking a more poor route. Could this be what the Emperor is talking about? Where the Emperor says we have some power, we have some control here, some abilities over there? I think yes, because the star means that eventually we'll see the light at the end of the tunnel. We chase it, and then we go through it. I think that's going to be a lot better for us. But yes, the Ten of Coins says yes. Be patient, use strength. It may take some while, but overall, I think everything is going to be okay. All right. Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm going to start. Oh, by the way, should I start selling these? Should I start selling a trimmed Thoth? What do you think? Let me know. Let me know. How much would it be? So this deck cost me $30. How much should I sell the trimmed version for? Let me know. Let me know. I'm kind of curious. Takes me about 3 hours to trim. So I don't know. I don't know what the markup would be on that. All right. Will my relationship with my partner get better? Let's check it out. KO. Will my relationship get better? $15. So I should buy it for $30 and I should trim it for 3 hours and then I should sell it for $15 less than I bought it for? What? Okay. Anyway, let's check it out. Let's do the Victorian Romantic. Victorian Romantic. I think that would be all right. Give yourself an hourly rate. There you go. Lady, what is going on? So good to see you. All right. See, if things going to get better. Are things going to get better? My trimmed isn't perfectly uniformed. Depends on how OCD you are. I mean, it's very close, but it's not perfect. It's very close. But definitely not in the realm of the, I can get out a microscope and see the edges type perfect. So there you go. Anyway, so Kim, will my relationship get better? Yeah, 6 of Wands says yes. 6 of Wands says yes. 10 of Pentacles says yes as well. The 10 of Pentacles is a beautiful card. I think that is going to be really where it's at, right? 6 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, Emperor, 6 of Wands. I mean, it's pretty good. It's pretty good as far as getting better and improving over a long period of time. The 6 of Wands says there are things we can do right now. We have things that we can do right now to make it better or to get on that improvement or to get on that level of improvement would be very good, right? The 6 of Wands says there are actions we can take. The Empress says as well, there are some things that you need that you aren't getting. And that's sort of part of what the problem is here. The Empress into the 6 of Pentacles. Like we need something to get happier. We need something to get better. And we're not getting our needs met. We're not getting some things that we need, in an overall, from an overall standpoint, where do we need to be? And where we need to talk about that, right? Catherine, my fiance due time. Catherine, thank you for your donation. Appreciate that. So, I mean, it's about getting your needs met. So you need to communicate with your partner and tell them that I'm missing this, I'm missing that. Dallas, welcome. So good to have you stop by. Appreciate you. So tell them what you're missing. Communicate with them. Communication is going to be key here. If we just let the relationship stagnate, if we let it go downhill, it will indeed collapse. But it's more about trying to figure out what we can do to make it better. Again, I think the Emperor says you're not getting your needs met. You obviously know probably what that is. It's time to communicate that and get to the Ten of Pentacles point, where the Ten of Pentacles says that we have everything that we want, have everything that we need. So it is reachable, it is possible, but it's not a freebie. I mean, we need to communicate, we need to get our partner in on the plan and, you know, go forth and be happy type of thing. There you go. There you go. So yeah, I mean, figure out what you're missing, figure out what you need in the relationship and what's going to be important to you, and make that a priority as far as the communication is concerned. All right, Nitra is Dominic, returning soon. Let's check that out. We have a lot of broken relationships tonight, trying to get that back on track. Got to get that good stuff back on track. All right. Let's see, turned energy on my life. There we go. All right. Nitra, Dominic returning soon. Let's check that out. By using the Mons Tarot. Of course, the Mons Tarot, we got to have it. We got to do it. This is one of these things. One of these things we need. Is Netra. Okay, sorry about that. Netra. I see Nitra, I think nitro. Nitroglycerin or something. So we go Netra. There we go. Sounds good. Sounds good. Sea salt, Himalayan salt. We got some recipes going in chat. I look up to chat and we got the recipes going. I mean, that's hopping. That's hopping. That's what you need. That's what you need. Is some recipes. Some recipes. Get some good stuff going. Okay. What are we going here with returning? Are they returning? Is it going to be something good? The Seven of Swords says maybe not. The Seven of Swords says maybe not. We're having some problems here. The Seven of Swords. Now, a lot of people would say, wait a minute. The Seven of Swords is a movement card. It's the movement card. Why are we saying maybe not or probably not? Because the Seven of Swords is actually leaving. He's going the other way. He is exiting. He is headed in the opposite direction. And that's going to be sort of a, I mean, if you look at the traditional version of the Seven of Swords, by the way, if I can find it, of course, it's going to be the last card because I'm in a hurry trying to find it. But if you look at that Seven of Swords in the original version, there we go. If you look at the Seven of Swords in the original version, I mean, they are sort of looking back and they're coming out of a circus. So it's a clown coming out of a circus, exiting the circus, and they're taking things with them. So it seems that the relationship sort of went downhill. They took a lot with them. In other words, they took a lot of your heart with them. They took a lot of things with them. I mean, it seems like that they left with more than just themselves, right? Jay, what is going on? It could be a matter of that you were really connected. You really had that passion going on. Everything was going well, and then suddenly it just poof, ended for no reason. The Seven of Swords is like they take a lot with them. The Two of Swords is almost like sort of being stuck or sort of being defensive, being blinded where you're not really seeing what's going on and you're defensive. I think what sort of happened sort of terminated the relationship and just put a bad mark on the relationship. It's hard to get that back, right? It's hard to get that back. Lace, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right, well, opiate, music career blossom again. Well, no, music and opioids. Well, those go together like peanut butter and... No, I'm kidding. But yeah, the Two of Swords says that there's some things you're not aware of that happen. There's some things going on that you're not quite aware of. And the defensiveness thing as well. Lace, I see you. Thank you. I appreciate you. All right. There we go. So let's see. Okay, so yeah, I just don't see it coming back. I don't see it being restored. I don't see that being a factor where that's going to be something that you want to get back into. I mean, sort of the Five of Pentacles being the card afterward is also very difficult. One of the problems with the Five of Pentacles is sort of the card where we're desolate, we don't have a lot, and it was because it was taken away. Again, it could be talking about emotions and whatnot. And the Five of Wands being that conflict as well. I mean, we have a lot of negative cards here, and it just doesn't look good for them returning. So I'm going to say no. I'm going to say that tarot votes that they will not be returning. But of course, you know, it's just a bunch of cards and it's entertainment purposes only. Okay. Well, is T the father of the baby? All right. Saba wants to know who is the baby daddy. Let's check that out and figure it out. Is Leo the father of the Gemini baby? Okay. What is a good baby daddy deck? What is a good baby daddy deck? Oh, what's going to give me a good reading for this? The Bonefire. The Bonefire is my official baby daddy deck. I'm just saying. Whoa, that is almost knocked my water over. That would have been bad. That would have been bad. Okay. Here we go. Am I taking a situation? Too many cute creatures. Yeah, you hate to give bad news when the deck is so cute. When the deck is super cute, I feel bad giving a no, you know? I want every reading to be like awesome and everybody is coming back and you're going to meet the soulmate, you know, tomorrow and all of that good stuff, but then I have to use the cute deck for the one negative reading tonight. You know, I had to use that cute deck for that one negative reading. I'm sorry. You know, don't be mad. Bonefire, Tarot, Baby Daddy, 9 of Wands, Queen of Coins, Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune, the 8 of Swords. I'm going to say no. Entertainment purposes only. Never determine paternity based upon a fat man reading your tarot cards on YouTube. All right, now that we've gotten that out of the way, this is not a full paternity test, but the 9 of Wands says there is a bit of worry about this. I mean, we do have a bit of concern. There is a bit of concern revolving around this particular question. The Queen of Coins being reversed. The Queen of Coins is such a stable card. It's a stable thing. It's where we understand it. We figure it out. And then we have all of this sort of answers. The Queen of Coins is sort of, you know, getting those answers. And being reversed really sort of points me to a problem with that being a yes. So this is a yes or no question. So Wheel of Fortune and then the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is sort of the nail in the coffin for this to make it a no, right? The Ace of Swords is knowledge. It's the beginning of knowledge. It's the birth of knowledge. Swords are communication, air, obviously, knowledge, learning and picking up new skills, picking up new things and finding information. And then we have it reversed. It means the information is bad or the information is negative. It's not quite there. The Wheel of Fortune says there are multiple people involved. There are a lot of things moving around. This is a very moving question, a very moving parts type question. And the Wheel of Fortune reversed says that, I mean, no, there are other people involved and they are going to be the daddy. So there you go. Again, you know, not a formal paternity thing here, but just tarot cards. It's just tarot cards. That Ace of Swords really brings it home. That's like the plane coming in. It's like a little plane landing, you know, and you hear the wheels hit the pavement like, cheek, you know, so that really brought it in. That really brought it in to be a no. All right, CM, thank you for the donation. I appreciate you. All right, let's get the, let's see, what do I have? Do I have that question? Blossom again. Okay, Lace wants to know about, let's see, will my opiate dependency every day dissolve? Okay. Let's see. Opioid dependency and music. Here we go. All right. So we're saying, will the dependency go away and will we get back into making some beautiful music? That's a good question there. All right. Lace, let's find out about that and see what is going on. You know what you're talking about, sir? Your reading is accurate so far. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. Well, you know, I try. I'm right once in a while. I would say once a month I'm right. Once a month, I just nail it. You know, you get one of those moments in chat where they say, "Oh my God," you know, what was that one? I told them the IRS was coming, had some questions for him, and they said the IRS had talked to him, and how in the world did I know? You were one of those? You remember that? That was a few days ago. That was pretty cool. See, you know, it's moments like that keep me coming back. It keep me coming back because I've been working since 3 a.m. this morning. And I got off at 6 p.m. and I was thinking about not streaming, but I come back because I like that I'm addicted. I mean, my addiction is like reading for people and then they get all excited. So that's why I come here. Okay. Opioid dependency every day. Get back into the music. The Temperance says it's about balancing it out. I think it will. The Temperance is balancing it out. We got a couple of bad news here. I mean, it's not like something easy, right? The moon reverse is definitely something. Your emotions are really tied into this stuff, and that's going to be the biggest thing. It's almost like when you have a food addiction. I mean, you know, obviously completely different addiction, food, Diet Dr. Pepper, there you go, and opioids. But you know what I'm saying. Addiction is similar to addiction. Anyway, you lose your best friend. It's almost like some of addictions are like your best friend a lot of time. And they are, you really rely on those. It's sort of a day-to-day activity. It's something that you're excited about. It's something that you can rely on to make you feel better. You can rely on. It's like one of your best friends. And the moon reverse says trying to get rid of that is going to be difficult. And I mean, obviously going to somebody professional to help is going to help a lot. They're going to be able to give you a behavioral program that will help you and assist you in doing this. And there's so many different places that can do this. And, people can recommend other people, etc. But I mean, you're losing your best friend. You're losing one of your best friends when you try to crack any addiction. So all the help you can get is better. The Six of Cups says, get the help, get the help. Talk to somebody, get some recommendations, get some things. Behaviorism has been around for a very long time. Funny story. Okay, not funny story. Weird story. By the way, I have a degree in psychology and computer science. Don't ask. When I was doing a lot of research on my own for the psychology stuff, they have a study to where they used behaviorism, right? Just standard old B.F. Skinner stuff. And they actually convinced rats to go on an electrified grid in order to get a piece of cheese. I mean, they had done reinforcement over periods of time and they tweaked it, and they actually had convinced rats to electrocute themselves to get the cheese. I mean, it's really weird. Really, really weird. Behaviorism works. It works. It's nothing to be played with. I mean, this works every single day. You see this manifested over countless things from what's that one? I mean, from hypnosis and all this. Anyway, it works. Six of Cups basically says, get some help. Get some help. It's going to help you a lot. And of course, after you get the opioids out of the way and your downtime is not so much, now you have more uptime. Now you have more opportunities. Now you have more free time. You can tackle music. You can get into music and you can replace your best friend will be not the opioids, but your passion for music. You're going to get on YouTube and make a channel. You're going to play some beautiful music. People are going to be thrilled. You're going to have a gazillion followers because they love your music. I'm telling you, once you have your new best friend as some music instead of the opioids, that's really going to be a thing for you. The Four of Wands says that you will be successful. Temperance is about balancing it out. Long reading, I'm sorry, but I think it's important. Because some people do indeed have addictions, and I mean, especially one with opioids, you definitely need to get some help. I mean, I had to get some help, and I was addicted to food. You'd think I could just go on a diet and eat a salad, All right, but nope, I had to have some behaviorism assistance. Okay, let's see. Catherine Home. Will Will fiance do time? Catherine, what is the update on that? What is the update on that? I know they said, Catherine, you said Tuesday. It was a Tuesday from a long time ago. They were going to have a meet to where they were sort of going to determine all this stuff. So I guess it's going to formal trial, or what is going on with that? Anyway, let's see about that. Oh, what can we use? Oh, let's go ahead and use this one, the Gilded Tarot Royale, and figure that out. A lot of things affecting. It is a lot of things affecting a lot of people right now. It is. All right. Sheila, what's going on if you're not a doctor? I have no idea. Okay, you have a lot of tarot. Indeed I do. By the way, Splash, this is the Tarot Tower. Splash. I have a video on how to make the Tarot Tower Splash. You can make one. It only costs you 20 bucks. And this is going to be your new addiction. I'm just saying. Tarot, I'm telling you, tarot, so addicting. It's so awesome. By the way, the Incromancy Kickstarter arrives Saturday. It arrives Saturday. I'm excited. This is the one that 78 different tattoo artists around the world made their own or contributed to this deck. And it is going to be outstanding. Oh, will they serve time? The 3 of Pentacles reversed, the 4 of Pentacles. I mean, I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think they're going to be serving time. The Hanged Man says that they're, yes, going to trial. Oh, my. The Hanged Man reversed says that is all about perspective. And I think based on what you told me in our call a long time ago, the perspective is just going to change. I think it's not going to be as bad as it is for a long period of time. I don't think that it's going to be, once you go, I don't think it's going to be anything that's going to be, you know, like really bad, right? The Hanged Man reverses. I think people are going to see it as it was and as it is rather than the political environment around that. The 4 of Pentacles says we get to keep what we have. We hold on to what we have. And that is important because it sort of means that we don't want to go into a trial or into a, a time situation. We don't want to get stuff like that. They've already served time as well. So it's not a matter of, serving more time. It's a matter of time served will suffice. And I think that's not going to be a bad thing. The 8 of Cups shows them leaving and exiting. And it's almost like that the judge says, okay, time served is sufficient. We don't need to go and do any more things like that. B. Copper, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. But yeah, the 3 of Pentacles being reversed as well points to, I mean, it's not all good news. There is some worry about that. There is some concern, and there's a lot of things sort of hovering around this particular situation. But the 3 of Pentacles reverse says it's going to be where they don't serve time. So again, I see that time served counts, and it's going to be sufficient. And then 8 of Cups says they end up walking out. So 8 of Cups is a movement card. They're moving. It's sort of a bad card, but it is at least a movement card, which is good because you're not serving time. So there you go. I don't think they will do time. I think time served will suffice. Anyway, good luck with that. Man, that's a pain in the butt that they're moving forward with that. That's really kind of silly. All right, CM, can I get a general read for July? And check that out. All right. General July, how is that going to go? And we'll see about that. All right, well, we're ending early tonight because, again, I've been working since 3 a.m. And I am burning out pretty hard. I'm getting into the burned out section of the today. So yeah. Let's see. Afternoons in bed snoozing, no energy. I wish I could snooze. I have no energy, that's for sure. All right, let's get a general read for July. We'll do B Copper, and then we will get out of here. We'll get out of here and go catch up on some Z's ourselves. see what is happening with all of that. All right. Oh, 4 of Cups. There we go. 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups is making the appearance today. Is making the appearances today. There we go. All right. Fortitude. Oh, that is an unusual one, but sure. That sort of says that, I mean, you know, that's a strength card. By the way, strength card. Reversed says that it's going to be, July is going to be a bit of a mixture of different things. Almost like you have a couple of pieces of bad news. You have a couple of pieces of bad news coming in July. You have a couple of stumbling blocks to get through. Things are not going to be just as all roses and puppies on July. We do have a couple of stumbling blocks. I think one of them is that one of the friends or something doesn't make it, or, you know, they're not as reliable as you had thought. We sort of see this with the blended pleasure, the Lord of blended pleasure. One of the friends, or some of the situations where you're trying to make friends, or some of these other things you're doing, and you sort of want to follow up with a couple of them, but some are just not as reliable as you would hope. And they are not exactly the best as far as reliability goes. But, you know, there's always that opportunity as you go to meetups, as you meet more people, you get more friends, more availability, more things like that. So the 4 of Cups says ultimately you'll have more availability to that, but you may have some difficulty sort of getting full into that. Now, the Lord of abandoned success again points to a bit of that emotional hit that we take, or a bit of that emotional back and forth that we're going to have in July. But you do have some different things sort of going on with that. Now, the 2 of Swords. The 2 of Swords says it's important not to be defensive, or not to take things super, super seriously during that time. So a lot of people have other things to do. A lot of people have other commitments. So if they do sort of bail, if they're not reliable, sometimes it's not going to be that big of a deal. I mean, of course, you can still go out and make new friends. We can still have other opportunities and stuff like that, but just don't take things super seriously. Don't take it as like a hit on to yourself, like there's something wrong or something like that. I mean, there's not. So, you know, just sort of relax. Don't take things very seriously. Don't get worked up over small things. Don't get worked up over small things. You know, July is just another month in the queue. All right. Is my dad actually sorry? Well, I don't want to say no. That's going to be terrible. All right. This is going to be kind of bad if I say no. I mean, I'm just saying. This is going to be bad if I say no to this question. Queen Famous, welcome. What is going on? Queen Famous, we're leaving early tonight, Queen. I have been working since 3 a.m. It is one of those days. It is one of those days over here. All right, are they really sorry or not? We can find out with the Dark Mansion Tarot. Entertainment purposes only, by the way. Entertainment purposes only. So, if this is negative, this is going to be really bad. If I say your dad's not sorry, this is terrible. Okay, come on, be positive, be good, treat me right, Dark Mansion, I need help here. I don't want to end the stream on no, your dad's not sorry. That's so terrible. Oh look. The Dark Mansion saves the day. The Dark Mansion saves the day. All right. Are they really sorry? I mean, I'm going to say yes. It's almost like that they were forced into this situation. Something happened. The Sun says things were going well, and there were some other influences or other people or other factors involved here. It's not simple. This was not simple. This is complex. There's other things going on that you're sort of encountering within this realm. The 10 of Wands says the action was taken. It was almost necessary. And I know that doesn't seem logical based upon some things, but the action taken was sort of necessary in their mind, right? Sometimes people think things are necessary. Sometimes people want to follow a particular road because they feel like it's the proper thing to do. The Ten of Wands says the action was to alleviate a burden. The Ten of Wands is a burden where you're carrying countless wands on your back. You have all of this drama and you need to relieve that burden. You need to do something to get that off of your back. Now, the Seven of Wands is also a defensive card. In other words, we need to do stuff to defend ourselves. We need to, when you lie, when you do things, sometimes you do it to defend yourself against something else. Again, there are other influences. This is not something easy. This is not an easy thing. It's not an easy thing. The Sun says overall, they did not intend to be bad. They did not intend to do things, and they are actually sorry as to what happened. Again, there were some external influences. They're trying to get away from something. They're trying to alleviate a burden. They were also trying to not be defensive or defend themselves for something else. The Three of Swords says, we are sorry. We want to get back to normal. We want to get back to normalcy. And the Sun gives us that opportunity. We do want to chase that with the Three of Swords. Is a cutting motion. They want to cut off what was there before. They want to cut off what happened, and they want to get into sort of almost like a situation with the Death card, right? Where you end one phase and you begin another, right? It's like software 2.0 or life 2.0 type thing. So yes, they're sorry. Yes, they're sorry. They're again more complex than it looked, even though it may not have seemed that way to you. So anyway, thank you for joining me. I'm going to, take a shower and literally crash at 8 p.m. tonight. So thank you for watching. I will see you tomorrow.